everyone. Well, the world has changed since my last vlog because of the coronavirus. And I have to find ways of keeping busy and keeping Disney in my life. So I have decided to paint the Disneyland castle on the wall in my front room. So here's the wall behind me. There's my step ladder. And I really don't know what I'm doing because I can't actually paint and I can't actually draw. I've started sketching Disney characters the last 3 or 4 days. That's about the extent of my experience. So somehow I have to take an image of the castle, Sleeping Beauty's castle, and paint it on this wall because I want to have the castle in my house because I miss it and I can't get to Disneyland Paris until the coronavirus is under control. So let's show you just how I'm preparing for this project. So this is a souvenir from the 25th anniversary. It's a castle in a little egg, and this is the castle that I want to somehow paint on this wall in my front room. We don't use this room very much, so why not? It's a blank wall, I may as well do it. So in preparation, I've got my dust sheets, got my step ladder, and I have paint. I'll show you the paint. Today I need to do a base coat on the wall. So I have a roller tray ready, and this is my base coat. It's just a white base coat. And then when I'm ready to paint the castle, I have a pot of blue paint, I have a pot of pink paint, because as you know the castle's mainly blue and pink. I have brushes, white spirit obviously for cleaning up the paint, and then I have acrylic paints. I've got pink acrylic paint, I've got blue acrylic paint, I've got gold acrylic paint, white, extra white for thinning out the paint, and some grey. So I'm hoping I've got all the colours of the castle sorted out there for when I'm ready to paint it. I think this will probably take me a few weeks, at least a couple of weeks. So I thought it would be fun to make a vlog and just show you the progress. So there's the wall. Let's see what happens. It's not going to be that easy for me to do this with one hand and film, but I'll give it a go. There's my roller tray. There's my base coat. There's my paint. Let's put some paint in the roller tray and let's begin. Hold on everyone. What could possibly go wrong? So the paint is really thick. I have my step ladder. I'm going to start with the high up bits, and basically I just need a white base layer. So I forgot to say it's Saturday 28th of March, and today I did the base layer ready for my mural. And just to link you to the last vlog, remember this? Remember the giant popcorn bucket? Well, it's empty and I ate all the popcorn. So next time I do something on my wall, I'm going to film it and hopefully you'll get a whole vlog to see the progress. Bye everyone! Welcome to episode 3 of Liz tries to draw the Sleeping Beauty's castle on the wall. As you can see, I haven't really put anything on the wall yet. My plan was to sketch the castle, le château de la Bois Dormant. I can't say it in French. Okay, so this is my sketch of Sleeping Beauty's castle. But for a start, it's rubbish, and for another thing, it's too complicated. So I decided to print out pictures of the castle instead, simpler ones. I'm never going to get that on the wall, and I'm no good at it anyway. So I printed out this kind of more architect drawing of Sleeping Beauty's castle, and wondered if I could get that on the wall somehow. But I think it's just too architecty and straight I want something more dreamlike, fantasy, like the castle. So I've decided on this picture, which is similar to the window in Princess Pavilion Q, a simplified castle picture, which I printed off the internet, and that's what I'm going to finally try and get on the wall. So the idea is I'll sketch on the wall, and I have this rubbery artist's eraser, so if I make a mistake I can rub it out and it won't smudge too much. I saw that on a YouTube tutorial. So thanks to my friend Stephanie for suggesting the grid system to me. So on this picture of the castle, I've marked it in inches, 7 inches that way, 8.5 inches that way. I've marked it in a grid system, and this is the plan. So 1 inch squares on the picture is going to translate to 5 inch squares on the wall. So the picture is 7 by 8.5 inches, and on the wall the castle will be 35 by 42.5 inches. So I've used my ruler here to mark out I don't know if you can see this, hang on, 35 inches that way. And then I've used my ruler to go up and measure 42.5 inches this way, which takes me nearly to the top of the wall. The basic plan is that I replicate the grid on the wall times by 5, and every one of these 1 inch square little boxes that I've marked out will translate to a 5 inch square grid on the wall, and then I have to just times everything in this picture by 5 up onto the wall to get an outline. And then when I've got an outline, I guess I can fill it in with details and paint it. Sounds simple. It's just a big shame I haven't got the faintest clue what I'm doing. Hey, so it's Lizonardo here, showing you the progress on my wall today. I've put the grid on the wall, and I may just do one little square to see how it's working out. So let me show you the grid. So here's the grid on the wall, done in pencil. It is 35 inches across that way, and I think 40 something that way, and then it's in these 5 inch squares, and I've marked the centre of it there so that I know where the middle is. So just need to start drawing the outline. So just to show you the idea, the squares in the corner here I've made bigger and freehand just drawn in the squares here. And I'm hoping to get an outline of the whole castle up on the wall and then maybe paint it. Hey folks, Lizonardo. I've added a bit more to the castle drawing, so I'm going to show you. It's now Monday the 6th of April in the afternoon, early evening, and it's been really frustrating, but I've added quite a bit more to the castle. So the other day, I think it was Saturday, I showed you these 2 squares. Now I've gone along and done the middle of the castle with the 2 turrets either side and the 2 box hedges over this side, some of the grass. So I've kind of done the bottom to the middle sketching now, and don't worry about the grid because I can rub it off, it's just pencil. So once I've got what I want, I'll be taking the grid off and then starting the painting. So far so good. So it's now Thursday, April the 9th, and I just finished sketching the castle on the wall, so I'm pretty proud of myself. I'll show you what it looks like. So there's the top. It looks a bit smudgy and the grid is still on, but I can get rid of all that with my eraser. So there it is, coming down to the middle, to the rose window, to the turrets, to the box hedges, and standing back, there it is. So my plan now is to erase the grid, erase the smudgy parts, and then get some paint on. Hi guys, it's Friday, April the 10th. It's in fact Good Friday, Easter weekend. I should be at Disneyland Paris right now, but obviously I had to cancel my trip because of the coronavirus. So here I am at home working on some projects to bring Disney to me. And I just erased the grid from my castle sketch on the wall, the grid that I was using to sketch it. Now that that's erased, I think I'll start on the painting tomorrow, which will be Saturday, so that'll be exciting as the colour slowly brings the castle to life, I hope. So here you can see the castle without its grid, right from the top to the middle to the bottom, and ready for some paint. So as you know, there's a dragon that lives in the basement of the castle at Disneyland Paris, and this is a photo of him. So I decided on my castle I wanted the dragon, and he's going to be escaping from the castle. So I added him there. Well, you know guys, now it is, Saturday, April the 11th, and I think it's time to get a bit of paint on the wall and see how it works out. I decided to start with green to be easy. I've got my berry on for inspiration, got my pinny on to protect my clothes. I've also got my artist palette, brush and a green colour acrylic, so I'm just going to have to put some paint on the wall and see what happens. So let's see what I can do. I've got an artist palette. I'm going for these green box hedges here. I'm going to put a splurt of green on my palette. Eek! There we go. I've got a brush. I think I'll go for the little brush just to start with. Never ever used acrylic paints before. Let's see what happens. So, here we go. I'm going to try and do it so that I can show you what I'm doing. Yeah. Nearly done one. I'll show you in a sec. One box hedge. I probably spent about half an hour on some painting. I painted the box hedges dark green. I made a bit of a lighter green for the grass there and there. I did dark green on the dragon, and he has a red eye and a pink tongue and a few little black details on his scales. And I think I'm going to leave it at that for now and do some more tomorrow or later today, I'm not sure. So it's still Saturday, May the 11th, and I've decided to use this blue mat to do some sky behind my castle. Pale blue sky. I'm not sure how far out it's going to go or what's going to happen, but I decided to paint some sky, so let's see what happens. I put quite a bit of blue on the wall. That's going to be the blue sky, so I may as well carry on, make some more sky. Okay, so I've nearly finished painting the wall. I thought I would show you all just finishing off the sky. I'm not sure how far to take it along the wall, so I'm just going to go to here for now. And I think that might be far enough. So I went around the castle with a little brush so that I don't paint over the important castle bits. And now I just got to fill in this big area here. It is just matte, just like you would paint any wall with. Just matte paint. It's not too shiny. Hopefully it will dry. It look like just the blue sky against the castle. So I'm nearly finished the sky here. Hopefully this will prove that I did everything myself. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. And then obviously I'm going to do the pink bits next. Paint the pink bits of the castle and the blue turrets, and then add some gold and white. Let's just put a bit more on. That's Lizonardo. Over and out. Okay, so now it is Wednesday and it is April the 15th, and I've decided to do a little bit more painting on my castle. I am dressed in my castle ears to give me a bit of inspiration. It's not the Disneyland Paris castle, but I got the ears at Disneyland Paris. This is the castle that you see on the movies. I think it's the one at Disneyland in Anaheim. So just wearing them for fun really, because I miss Disneyland Paris, I miss wearing my ears. So I'll turn the camera around and show you what I intend to do today. My plan is to use this brown and this pink, and the brown is going to be for a kind of portcullis gate here on the castle behind the dragon, and the pink is going to be the pink of the bottom of the castle. So I should have painted the brown first and then the dragon, but as you all know, I don't know what I'm doing, so I did that the wrong way around. So now I'm going to have to paint the brown background in behind the dragon. I hope I don't ruin him. So I'm going to use some really small brushes and show you how that goes. So I used the brown and I painted the portcullis door on the castle. It's not dry yet, and if I'm not happy with it when it's dry, I might go over it again. So now for some pink on the castle. Okay, so here's the pink. Ooh. I'm going to use this as the darkest colour pink for the bottom of the castle, and then like the real castle, I'll lighten up the pink as it gets towards the top. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so I got some pink on the wall and I'll show you what it looks like. Here we go. I'm not actually that happy with the pink. I think it's too fluorescent and it should be paler. So I'm going to see what it looks like when it dries. And if I still don't like it, I think I'm going to go over it with a paler pink colour. So I'll think about that tomorrow. Hey guys, so it is now Wednesday evening and I'm painting over the pink with white because the pink is annoying me. It's too bright and fluorescent. You can see here I've painted over the pink, which is now dried, with white, and that's what I'm going to do. And then this white will be dry by tomorrow, and I'm going to remix the pink and have another go. This is how annoyed I am with the mural. So today is now Thursday, the 16th of April. We have a new mix of pink which is more suitable for the castle, and I've started to go over the pink on the castle from yesterday. I went over it in white, now I'm going over it in pink again. So hopefully this will be more like the pink that I want, and I'm just going to carry on adding pink now. I think this will be much better. Hey guys, I haven't touched my mural for nearly a week now, but I decided to put on my ink and paint ears and see if I can inspire myself to do some painting today. I'm going to start with grey. I want to get grey on for the rock at the bottom of the castle and grey for the turrets and the castle sort of walls itself. So I'm just trying to mix up some black and some white and see if I can get the right grey that I want. It is now, let me think, it's Wednesday the 22nd of April. It's actually World Earth Day, so hope you're all doing your best to save the planet, and I will show you how the painting goes today with my grey. So here I'm just using this white and this grey acrylic paint, and I've squirted some out here, and I'm hoping that if I carefully mix it together I'll get a pale grey. So I'll let you know how that goes. So as you can see, I've put on some grey for the castle walls, and yeah, the castle walls, basically the front of the castle. So that's the grey. I just need to let that dry now, and then I'm going to mix up some sort of browny grey colour for the rock here, for the sort of side of the mountain rock there. And not sure what else I'm going to do today, but that's how it's looking so far. So I mixed up some brown and I put that for the earth, for the hillside. And now I've got some black here, which I'm just thinning out some black. And I'm going to fill in all these windows with the black paint and see how that goes. So I'm making quite good progress today. I've painted in the windows black, well, the few of the windows, you can see it here. And I thought I might mix up some blue now and have a go at the roof. You know, the kind of roofs of the turrets, which are a blue colour. I'm going to have a go at that now, I think, and I'll let you know how it goes. So I've mixed up a blue that I'm fairly happy with. And the idea is that it's going to be the blue that's on these roof kind of pointy bits here, the top of the turrets. So I'll put some on and we'll see how that goes. So the dark blue is on the mural. I've used it for the roofs, the kind of peaks of the turrets, the blue roofs. And I've used it for the window in the middle of the central pieces because they have the same sort of blue. And I think I'm going to call it a day there. Let's just let all the paint dry and see what I feel like doing tomorrow. So there you go. That's what I have at the end of Wednesday the 22nd of April. Hey everyone, so now it's Friday. It's April the 24th. And I decided to put some gold on my mural today. I'm in a mood for gold. So I've got this gold acrylic paint even, and I'm going to water it down a bit and have a go at some gold. So I'll show you what that's like. Ooh, gold. I don't think I need to change that at all. I'm just going to thin it out a bit. So I added the gold paint. I painted some roofs and some little details and did all the gold, and now that's all the gold finished. Hello! Now it's Thursday the 30th of April, last day of April. I've been taking my time over this mural. I've had many days when I haven't touched it at all, but today I feel like trying to finish the pink, which is obviously the main bit of the castle. We now have a colour printer, so I've pinned a picture over here to show me where to put the colour, and I'm just going to try and mix up some pink and hopefully it'll be the right sort of pink. Let's see how it goes. So I mixed up a pink that I'm happy with, a pale pink, and now I'm going to go up the castle and put pink on it. Here goes. Can you tell me when you can, and I'll tell you when
it's kind of like out of focus.
Is it? We'll get it in focus.
Well, I don't even know how.
Okay. So here I am with my pink. I'm working my way up the castle. I know that this bit here is pink. So I've got different sized brushes. I've got thicker brushes to do the bigger bits, thinner brushes to do the smaller bits. And I'm intending to finish off all the pink today, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so the majority of pink is now on the castle. In fact, I might have done all the pink on the castle. So now I've got to go through and add some bits of blue, some bits of gold, some windows, and then maybe put a bit more detail. But yeah, look at that, most of the pink is on there. Hello, so it's now Sunday the 3rd of May. Tomorrow is my birthday and I decided to try and finish the castle today. So I thought that would be fun. I need to put some more gold on, some more blue on, and some more black windows on, and then that's pretty much it, unless I just go back and add more details. I might make a black portcullis on the door to the castle. So I'm going to get a start on that and then I'll show you the progress. Hey, so I've nearly finished. I've added some gold here, some blue here, some blue here, a little bit of pale blue sky there, and all I really need to do now is finish off the windows, which are black like this. All those little windows have to be painted black, and then I think a black portcullis here, the iron gate that comes down over the castle door, and then it's pretty much finished. How fun is that? Just to show you from the top to the bottom, it's almost finished. I just need the black windows and maybe a portcullis, and then I may leave it. I'm pretty happy with it. So there you have it. I've finished the castle. I've put all the rest of the paint on. I'm pretty happy with it. It's Sunday the 3rd of May and I reckon my castle's finished. So I hope you've enjoyed following along the journey with me, and I'll just take a shot now of the castle mural, and thanks for joining me. There's a bit of wet paint here to the right where I straightened out the sky to make a straight line, but that will soon dry. But basically, I added a portcullis, I painted the windows. There she is, Le Château de la Belle au Bois Dormant, Sleeping Beauty's castle.